Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the Quick Topic Wednesday. I'm your host, Anwar.
And I'm Shadows.
And today we're reviewing the Jurassic World official trailer, since it just received one on November 25th, 2014. Now, Shadows, what's your opinion on this trailer?
Well, I'm kind of a bit skeptical about it because I want to see them have, since it's in the same universe and all, I want them to have like new methods of keeping the dinosaurs in, and not have them like, oh yeah, by the way, we didn't use any new things. We just added a bit more wood and concrete on the walls. I don't want like that happening. I want them to be like, yeah, we researched something new, or we put something in the dinosaurs to make them not run away or not go like wild and stuff. So
Yeah, like
that'd be really interesting to see.
Yeah, like set up like sort of like 3 different walls or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I agree with you. Taking place in the same universe, it has to sort of, like respect the fact that they've already had this happen multiple times with Jurassic Park 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3. Now, this trailer looks interesting. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's good, doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but I do like
You get a bit of foreshadowing at the beginning when
yeah, of course.
you're seeing the kid named, I forget his name,
Whatever.
but
Just
yeah,
anonymous
pretty much
kid.
whatever his name is, and then you see his mom, and his mom's like, remember, if you say anything, run, and that obviously is a huge hint that
Yeah,
there's going to be something bad happening already.
But I will admit though, the visuals look amazing. Like the scene with the giant crocodile fish thing jumping up and eating the shark.
That was really cool.
And plus, even the symbolism of that scene, where the shark represents like what our fears are, and now the shark's afraid of the giant crocodile thing. Sort of showing the chain of command.
Exactly. You kind of see how things are different.
Yeah, exactly. Things are different when the dinosaurs ruled, and pretty much the plot of this movie, what appears to be from the trailer. Now, of course, this is not like a definitive plot, but pretty sure this is the plot, is how dinosaurs, how they they pretty much create this dinosaur who is super powerful. They like mix with a bunch of different types of blood.
Mixed genes, so yeah.
Mixed genes, and it's super powerful and it goes crazy and starts like destroying the entire park, which I'm assuming is a park. I'm assuming it's not the entire world. And
yeah. Well, obviously they're not gonna have the entire world go because that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they start, destroying, a lot of things, and yeah, so, I mean, it is, it seems like they're sort of rehashing the same concept from the first one, let's be honest here, and, yeah, so, like, there's not really much you could tell. The only thing I'm actually curious about is what the dinosaur's gonna look like that trashed everything, because, apparently it's, like, 40 feet tall, and it's gonna be, like, hopefully bipedal, because bipedal are, like, the scariest dinosaurs, and,
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna have Chris Pratt in this movie, and let's be honest here, Chris Pratt's probably having the best 2 years of his life. Because first, in February, he was in the Lego movie, then he was in Guardians of the Galaxy in August, and now he's in Jurassic World. He's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, I know, because he does a really good job in Guardians of the Galaxy. And
yeah, Shadow's just
I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a good job here because he doesn't want to wreck his because he's coming out of Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody's like, he did a good job. He's brought up in terms of he's got like a good positive feedback, a good positive background, and he doesn't want to go into the movie and have that dragged all down. So he's obviously going to put in some effort for it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not just doing it for the cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he needs to have a good sort of like fan base. People like respecting him as an actor. Mm-hmm. He does say a few cheesy lines in this trailer, but I think it's sort of intentional since it sort of appears that way with the whole Jurassic World thing. Yeah. But it seems interesting. Again, looks really like very similar to Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park was such a monumental film. Not only was the fact that it was a pretty good movie, it was a really good movie, let's be honest, but also the fact that it revolutionized effects in the film medium.
It's one of those movies like Star Wars, which...
Yeah, exactly. In 1977, Star Wars revolutionized film, like visuals. Jurassic Park did the same thing in 1993. Now, what it did was CGI. It was the first time CGI was used in a proper fashion. Now, this is definitely not the first time CGI was used in a movie, at least I don't think so, but it is the first time it was used with such effectiveness in a movie.
Yeah.
With Jurassic Park, it looked amazing. That people were like, there's this whole dinosaur craze after Jurassic Park, so it makes sense that they're making a sequel to the movie.
I know exactly what you mean.
And hopefully, they have. I mean, like, keep in mind, Jurassic Park still holds up. 21 years now. and it
Yeah,
still
so
looks
even like
good.
everybody knows about it. Like my parents watch it.
Yeah,
It's one of those movies where you've all seen.
it's timeless, but also the fact that it holds up effects wise. Now, so there are some movies you watch them and you're like, yeah, those movies were good for their time, but it doesn't hold up now. Jurassic Park still looks good now. It
Yeah, I
still
know.
looks good, and that's the amazing thing that it did, and it revolutionized a lot of different things in the movie industry. And anyone who's into movies sort of has a respect for that, similar to people have respect for Star Wars, because it pretty much revolutionized them.
I know exactly what you mean.
And yeah, so that those are sort of just my thoughts on like the whole Jurassic Park thing. I hope they come up with a new storyline. I
I know.
mean,
I hope they make it a bit more interesting.
it doesn't seem that interesting from I mean, it would seem interesting if Jurassic Park wasn't released. But unfortunately, Jurassic Park was released and it looks like the exact same story. I mean, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
that's the only problem. But I still have some. I have some high hopes for this film. So
Exactly. I saw some high hopes, but still, like, I mean, they're like using so many iconic, like, they're using still iconic imagery, like the raptors and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying they can't have raptors, but they're using sort of raptors in the shadows, like you see with Chris Pratt on the motorcycle. They seem to
yeah,
just be like reusing a lot, and it's it just sort of like makes me sort of angry. Not necessarily angry, but just seems I'm kind of disappointed. I want sort of some new, fresh stuff, and but yeah, that's pretty much it for our thoughts on the Jurassic World trailer. Again, I'm interested, but I'm taking a step back, saying I don't want to rewatch the same movie just with cleaner effects and a different cast.
yeah,
Shadows,
because
your
that one
final
really.
thoughts?
My final thoughts is I'm probably gonna go watch this movie, and I
Oh,
think you guys should
of
too.
course, yeah, I'm gonna go see the movie. Um, but yeah, of course we're all gonna go see this movie. This looks pretty cool, but it doesn't change the fact that we're still a little bit worried about these few things. And if they get these things cleared up, like with a slightly different story, then hopefully they could have even had like some sort of weird like some conspiracy with the government, like unleashing these raptors, just something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, that's our thoughts on the Jurassic World trailer. Thanks for
So
watching.
anyway, thanks for watching.
I'm
This is our
Danor,
third episode of the Quick Topic. He's Danor, and I'm Shadows.
and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.